Welcome back. It's time now for Media Watch. I'm joined here in the studio by James Creedon. Hello, James. We're going to start with Mali. And what has been the online reaction to France's decision to intervene?
All right. Well, the websites and online media were trying to catch up with the news as the day went on. It was sort of sprung on the media, so to speak. If we have a look here at the online weekly L'Express, which isn't just online, it's also a print magazine, François Hollande à l'épreuve du feu. So basically, this is going to be a major test for François Hollande. They're saying a test of his mettle, and the first major, I suppose, international issue that he will have to deal with. On Twitter as well, a lot of comment on it this afternoon under hashtag Mali, predictably enough. Now, CAR is the Central African Republic. This is a quote from a guy who has contacts at the UN, and he says that some of the comment there this afternoon is that a lot of the former French colonies seem to be the states in Africa at the moment with a lot of unrest. Mali, the Central African Republic, a continent in crisis, but in particularly the former French colonies, some are pointing out. A couple of tweets in French as well, in particular about the 7 French hostages being held in Mali. There's an 8th just over the border in Nigeria. Just a reminder to relax the atmosphere. He's saying tongue-in-cheek, this guy Jacques Rayan, every time France has confronted the jihadi in the Sahel, hostages have been killed. So just a thought here for the families of the hostages, says this person, the French hostages in Mali, these must be very difficult hours for them. Of course, the fear being that there will be a repercussion for the French support for that action in Mali. And one final tweet on that, I suppose the risk every time for former colonizing power when they intervene in a former colony is the risk that memory will be brought up again. And here you have one tweet with the hashtag colonizer France colonized Mali. So risky business indeed.
Indeed it is. Now to a demonstration on Sunday against gay marriage. That's 2 days away from now, yes. And yet it's already a front page story.
That's right. It's really building this one, Tom. Here you have Le Monde came out this afternoon. No to gay marriage. The keys to a massive mobilisation. They're expecting some 300,000 people could turn out on the streets of Paris this Sunday. And here's one of the supplements. Even one of the supplements of Le Monde is also on that gay marriage. The right on a crusade. That's the political right. If we have a look online, a lot of coverage of this as well. As well. For example, Express, that figure of 300,000 coming up again. There was a big demonstration back in November against gay marriage. Now, at the time, a lot of the anti-gay marriage groups were divided. This time around, that's not the case. There are 34 associations that are going to be represented on the streets of Paris on Sunday. So it's looking like the numbers could be really huge. Now, Le Figaro, which is a kind of a right-wing newspaper, has given little bits of advice for people who probably aren't used to demonstrating as left-wingers might be. These would be more traditional demonstrators. So there's a little bit of advice for them, such as stay on the roadway, don't go up onto the footpath. I mean, if any tried and tested French demonstrator would know that you stay on the roadway, this is kind of clearly obvious advice. Also, bring umbrellas, bring food, stuff like that. Now, that provoked a lot of humour and ridicule on Twitter with this hashtag, tips for the Manif pour tous, which is what they're calling the demonstration on Sunday, saying, be careful of your holy water guns. People will have holy water guns. People being a little bit irreverent there. And elsewhere, this tweet advising, I suppose, the grandee ladies that might be out there, I suppose the establishment women, to cover up their pearls and their kind of velvet scarves with cellophane. It's sort of odd, but anyway, I suppose a little bit of advice there. Lots of articles too about how the left wing are going to hit back with expected viral videos on Saturday. This is at the eve of the demonstration, with viral videos that I suppose show the less glamorous side of the anti-gay marriage debate. Now, this a lot of articles too pointing that it's not just a left-right debate. You've got people in the UMP party who will be demonstrating in favour of gay marriage because there is a counter-demonstration, well, a counter, what would you say, a demonstration in favour of that law at the end of the month. So this is generating an awful lot of, I suppose, support one way or the other. Here is a socialist mayor of the town of Cherbourg. He was going to demonstrate with the anti-gay marriage group, which is, I suppose, going against the grain, and it created such fuss that now he's not going to. So look, lots of coverage on it, left, right and centre. I'll leave you with Frigide Bardot. She is a sort of a satirical take on Brigitte Bardot. She's become the face of the anti-gay marriage movement, even though for years she was associated with the gay scene, and she had a big career in gay clubs, etc., etc. But she is a born-again Catholic, and she's now demonstrating against gay marriage this Sunday. It's a debate that has really, I suppose, mobilised the whole of French society.
Indeed, it seems to have done.
Almost.
Well, something that's not mobilised quite those sorts of numbers is a Facebook page in support of people with red hair, because it is International Kiss a Ginger Day.
That's right. International Kiss a Ginger Day. You have it here. That's one of the web pages associated with it. It was set up by a guy called Derek Forgy, I believe, in 2009. Now, here you can see there are various Facebook pages associated with the idea gingers are not alone. This is the original Facebook page. It doesn't have huge numbers, but it was in response to Kick a Ginger Day, right? Now, that started after a South Park episode provoked an awful lot of ire when basically you had Cartman, who was one of the characters, giving a class that is basically a hate speech against gingers, saying that they are soulless creatures suffering from gingivitis. Now, this video was then put up on YouTube afterwards by a very angry redhead. It's had 31 million views. Let's take a listen to what he said back a couple of years back.
It really irritates me. South Park would say that red-haired people don't have souls, okay? Because we do. We do have souls, all right? Gingers have souls! I go to church. I'm a Christian.
Oh dear, a very divisive debate there. Well, happy International Kiss a Ginger Day.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. There we are.
Plenty of time to prepare.
All right, thank you very much indeed,
Thanks,
James Creedon. That was Media Watch. Well, it's time now for a check of what's getting people blogging, clicking and sharing online. Our daily date with cyberspace. Web news starts right now.